Hey YouTube, it's Dan. I'm back with another video. I got a few videos I'm going to record either tonight or tomorrow or over the next few days. I'm going to get them out as soon as possible. DVD update that I recorded, I'm going to record an addition to it and put it up as like a two-parter. A video on ebooks, traditional reading, and also a review of my new toy, the Kindle. I'm looking forward to reviewing that. But right now, I just want to talk about something that's really pressing to me. Okay, Hollywood. Anybody from Hollywood who's watching this right now, please, I want you to pay extra close attention. Turn the volume on your computer all the way to maximum. Independent filmmakers, you just sit back for a minute, because I'll talk to you in a minute too. But right now, I just want Hollywood. I want any famous actors, if there are any watching this, to listen. If there are any network executives, listen up, okay? Anybody who works in Hollywood, right here. This is where I need you. Okay. Just because you can do a sequel, or a remake, or a reboot, or even, God forbid, adapt a board game into a movie, doesn't mean you should. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I want you all right now, if you're in Hollywood, I want you to repeat after me. Just because I can doesn't mean I frickin' should. Okay, there's a fine line between what we can do and what we should do. Anyway, today I'm poking around online, and I'm on dig.com on my iPhone on the little dig app they've got, and I see this news story that Ridley Scott is set to direct a sequel to Blade Runner. Or a prequel, but it's not decided yet what it's going to be. It's going to be one of those two, but Ridley Scott is doing another Blade Runner film. This isn't necessarily bad news. True, movie comes out in 1982, and now in almost 2012, they want to do another movie, but okay. But now let's just look at some of the other projects Hollywood's working on right now, shall we? We've got the Child's Play remake, which is going to be done by the original writer. We've got Ghostbusters 3 in the works. We've got the 23rd James Bond film in the works. X-Men, Wolverine 2, X-Men First Class 2. What else is there? Oh, let me pull up that list that I found online. I had so much fun flipping through this one list I found. Of remakes and sequels that are currently in the works. And basically, if you click on it, it'll give you some sort of link to news stories on it or something. And this was on moviemoron.com. Alright, so first, just the sequels. They are currently working on, in Hollywood, I've got it loading here right now. I apologize, this is taking a second. My internet isn't the best. Actually, if I just tab back one more. Remakes. Here we go, sequels. We've got the Alien prequel, which actually became Prometheus. Avatar 2, American Reunion, which is an American Pie film if you don't know. Bill and Ted 3, The Bourne Legacy, Captain America 2, The Dark Knight Rises, Despicable Me 2, The Fast and the Furious 6, The Fighter, Ghostbusters 3, Green Lantern 2, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, The Hangover 3, The Hobbit, James Bond 23, Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, Oz Wars, Oz the Great and Powerful, Twilight Breaking Dawn, Paranormal Activity 3, The Ring 3D, Sherlock Holmes 2, The Amazing Spider-Man reboot, Superman, Man of Steel, Star Trek 2, Terminator 5, The Thing, Thor 2, Underworld 4, Wrath of the Titans, Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. You'll notice I got a little infuriated when I got to Fast and the Furious 6, Terminator 5, James Bond 23. I think Final Destination 5 just came out. I think some of these projects are just cutting it a little close. So then we have the list of remakes that are currently in the works. There's Akira, Child's Play, Cleopatra, The Crow, The Dam Busters, Daredevil, Das Experiment, Death Note, Dune, The Evil Dead, Excalibur, Fantastic Four, Reborn, Frankenstein, Godzilla, Ghost in the Shell, Great Gatsby, Judge Dredd, Lone Ranger, Old Boy, RoboCop, Short Circuit, A Star Is Born, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Tell No One, The Thin Man, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Time Crimes, The Three Musketeers, Total Recall, and The Warriors. Some of these, it could be good to remake, like The Thin Man. I honestly cannot say I've ever heard of it. But to remake a movie like, I don't know, if I just had to pull one off the list, Fantastic Four Reborn, or Godzilla, or Daredevil, there's a fun one. These were movies that were made within the last 10 years. I can clearly remember Daredevil when that one came out. I clearly remember all the Spider-Man films. I remember seeing both Fantastic Four films. I remember the last 2 Godzilla films that were made. Really? You guys are going to remake these things? These movies are so recent. Seriously, at this point, I'm surprised they're not doing a Twilight remake. And then there's my favorite category of upcoming films. I know movies based on video games are always horrible. But here's one that's even worse than that. Movies based on board games. I only find one redeeming quality to Ridley Scott directing Blade Runner 2, and that is this. This new project will now push back his other project in the works, which is Monopoly! They are making a movie. A movie that will be out on DVD and Blu-ray based on Monopoly. I think I can live with that. But then you've got Battleship coming out with Liam Neeson. They're working on Candyland, which is going to be Lord of the Rings for kids. And who could forget the Ouija board movie? I'm expecting the next film that they're going to adapt is going to be something along the lines of Chess. That'll be a big one. You know, all-star cast. On one side, you've got Arnold Schwarzenegger playing the king. On the other side, Sylvester Stallone. Each with their own army of men, which, of course, you know, will be somewhat based off of The Expendables! So here's what I propose. Hollywood, you're listening to me right now. You're right here still. Give up while you're ahead. Okay? And here's what you do. Okay, I'm just going to pull a random movie and look it up on Wikipedia right now. Okay, random movie, The Expendables. One I just mentioned, it's in my brain. The Expendables. Which also, they're working on an Expendables 2, just so you know. Anyway, The Expendables. Let's see what the budget for this film was. The budget for The Expendables was $80 million. Here's what you do, Hollywood. The next time you get a project across your desk that cost $80 million to make, here's what I want you to do. Instead of writing one check for $80 million to one director to do one film, I want you to write 8 separate checks for $10 million each. Then I want you to go to some random city in America, be it in New Jersey, New York, Florida, Texas, Michigan, and I want you to find aspiring filmmakers who have written their own scripts, original scripts of original ideas. And I want you to give them a check for $10 million, and I want you to say to them, come make a movie for us, you run the project. Because I think in the past, films like Clerks by Kevin Smith, Evil Dead by Sam Raimi have proven that an independent film can be a good thing. And that giving the money to somebody who hasn't been brainwashed by Hollywood and sold out over the years, letting them make a film instead, you're actually going to get a better result. So in short, Hollywood, give up while you're ahead and let the independent guys take over for about 20 or 30 years, because I am sick of seeing remakes, reboots, and board games being turned into movies! I apologize for this rant, but this is something that has been a long time coming, and it just hit a point. Thank you. If you guys want, you can hit the subscribe button. You'll see all my other videos coming up. The blog from the Mind of Dan 92 at blogspot.com. Twitter.com/Dan Stransky. My DeviantArt is Dragon King 1992. I am also on Goodreads now. I'll start putting a link up for that. Until next time, this is Dan signing off. And I just beg all of the independent filmmakers of America, please do not give up. We need you now more than ever. Bye.